A cordial greeting. Today is Sunday, October 26, 2025. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia. At the time of recording this video, it is 5:15 p.m. local time in Jamaica and eastern Cuba, where during the coming days they will be directly impacted by the powerful Hurricane Melissa. Because of this, a hurricane warning remains in effect for all of Jamaica, parts of eastern Cuba, and during the night it is likely that a hurricane watch will be issued for parts of the southern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. In this visible satellite animation, we can see how impressive the structure of Hurricane Melissa looks. Although it stopped strengthening during the morning hours, unfortunately, a reconnaissance aircraft confirms that it has begun to intensify again and currently has maximum sustained winds of 145 miles per hour, or 235 kilometers per hour. That means it remains a Category 4 hurricane. In the 5 p.m. advisory, the National Hurricane Center now forecasts that it will move over Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 160 miles per hour or 260 kilometers per hour. There have been some changes with a westward adjustment, which puts the central and western portions of Jamaica at greater risk. I will soon discuss the new track and the expected impacts related to wind, rainfall, waves, and storm surge. If the National Hurricane Center forecast is correct, Melissa will be the first Category 5 hurricane to strike Jamaica since records began, and unfortunately, a catastrophe is anticipated across the entire country. In this infrared satellite animation, we can see the dense convective area surrounding the circulation center, and the eye wall remains very strong with a ring of intense convection. The aircraft reported that the eye has shrunk, which is a sign that the system continues strengthening. It is currently located about 75 to 100 miles south of Jamaica, so some of the outer bands are already producing heavy rain and some tropical storm-force wind gusts, and weather conditions will continue to deteriorate tonight. The National Hurricane Center indicates the following. If you are in Jamaica, seek shelter immediately. Damaging winds and heavy rain tonight and on Monday will cause catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and numerous landslides before the potentially devastating winds arrive Monday night and Tuesday morning. Extensive infrastructure damage, prolonged power and communication outages, and isolation of communities are expected. Life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are also expected along parts of the southern coast Monday night and Tuesday morning. Looking at the radar image from Jamaica, we can see some outer bands beginning to move over eastern Jamaica, bringing sustained tropical storm force winds. Gradually, through tonight and Monday morning, tropical storm conditions will spread into the central and western parts of the island. In the Doppler radar image, we can see the eye accompanied by a fully closed eye wall. The only factor that could slightly weaken the system before it moves over Jamaica would be if it begins an eye wall replacement cycle just before landfall. If that does not happen, we will very likely be dealing with a Category 5 hurricane moving over Jamaica. Throughout today, the hurricane has been moving westward and slightly faster than anticipated, leading to some small adjustments, and it is now projected to make landfall across central and western Jamaica. This means that those areas could experience catastrophic winds, while the eastern part of the country, including Kingston, should experience hurricane force winds. It appears that the eye wall will pass over the central and western portions of the island. As I mentioned, another change is that earlier the National Hurricane Center forecasted landfall as a Category 4 hurricane. However, specialized intensity models now indicate a Category 5 hurricane moving over Jamaica around midday Tuesday. In this model run, you can see a barometric pressure of 910 MB, which means it could strengthen significantly during the next 36 hours. Another specialized intensity model also shows a minimum central pressure of 910 MB Tuesday morning, just before landfall. If this projection is correct, it would cause a catastrophe across Jamaica. With these new projections, the National Hurricane Center has shifted the forecast track slightly westward, projecting that the center will move inland near the Black River region around midday Tuesday and exit near Ocho Rios Tuesday night. The latest wind gust projection from the European model shows that central and western Jamaica could experience winds over 255 km per hour, 160 miles per hour, with stronger gusts capable of causing total devastation to nature and infrastructure. Also, because the system is now projected to move farther west, this means the highest rainfall totals will cover the entire island. Unlike this morning's forecast, which had less rain in the west, the new projections indicate that all of Jamaica could receive between 400 and 650 millimeters, 15 to 25 inches, of rain during the next 3 days. In some isolated spots, totals could exceed 1,000 millimeters, 40 inches. Not only will wind and rain cause damage, but storm surge could also exceed 3 meters, about 9 feet, above normal sea level along some parts of southern Jamaica. To give you an idea, this would be the peak water level expected, so everyone must stay away from the coast. On top of the storm surge, wave heights could exceed 5 meters, 15 to 20 feet. Once again, I emphasize that people near the southern coast of Jamaica should relocate inland immediately. After crossing Jamaica, the hurricane will move over parts of eastern Cuba, specifically making landfall somewhere between the provinces of Granma, Santiago de Cuba, and Guantanamo, and crossing into Holguín. Because of this, a hurricane warning has been issued for these provinces. Tropical storm force winds should affect the area Tuesday afternoon, lasting through Wednesday afternoon. In the 5 p.m. advisory, the National Hurricane Center forecasts that Hurricane Melissa will make landfall near Santiago de Cuba around 6 a.m. Wednesday, with maximum sustained winds of 195 km per hour, 120 miles per hour, and that by Wednesday afternoon it will move over the southern Bahamas with maximum sustained winds of 165 km per hour, 105 miles per hour, meaning a Category 2 hurricane. Along its path over Cuba and the Bahamas, excessive rainfall totals of 250 to 400 millimeters, 10 to 16 inches, are anticipated, which could cause catastrophic flooding, particularly in eastern Cuba. Additionally, remember that outer bands will continue bringing moisture over southern Haiti, with additional rainfall accumulations of 100 to 150 millimeters, 4 to 6 inches, and across southern Dominican Republic between 50 to 100 millimeters, 2 to 4 inches. Well, that's all for this forecast update. Here at Hurricane Info, I will continue monitoring the progress of Hurricane Melissa and will keep you informed. The next video will be recorded Monday morning around 8 a.m., so I invite you to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the bell icon to receive notifications when the video is available. Also, please share this video with anyone you know in Jamaica, eastern Cuba, and the southern Bahamas. Let's hope everyone in Jamaica is in a safe place. With that, I say goodbye. See you tomorrow.